Friends, very happy news for the world, but we have a question also. The happy news is the war between Armenia and Azerbaijan, which started in September, has ceased to continue on 10th of October. This is announced as a ceasefire for human-like actions, exchange of prisoners, dead bodies, etc. etc. Question we have is, this war started in September. Before it started, both the warring parties had met or must have discussed with all the world leaders, and before taking the first shot or plunging into war, they must have known the consequences. Still war continued. First, for a few days, everybody was just watching as if seeing the two cocks fighting. Then some voices started for saying don't fight, don't fight, don't fight. But the important question, the supply of weapons on both sides continued. First question. The second question, both nations, Armenia and Azerbaijan, have religious differences, and there are nations behind who had probably impartial view, because on both, or at least Armenian side, there are Islamic countries, there are non-Islamic countries, and there were Christian countries. But in case of Azerbaijan, also Israel supplying weapons, non-Islamic, but rest all were Islamic. We at that time had raised a question on war and commercialization. But today the question we are raising is, this war continued for so many days. We heard statements, there are people who have very great stake. Take the case of United States, where a large number of Armenians or people with Armenian background stay. A lot of appeals were being made, but no effort was made to stop. And finally the country who mediated was Russia, the nation who was the father to both the nations earlier, or mother to both the nations earlier, and they both came out of that. They brokered the peace. But our question is not that. Our question is, 50 years back or 49 plus years back, India also fought a 14 days war. It started on 3rd of December 1971 and continued till 17th of December 1971. This war was also fought for a piece of land belonging to somebody else. Armenian-Azerbaijan war was also fought for a piece of land belonging to somebody else. The 71 war was fought on international issues like peace, law, order. Armenian-Azerbaijan war was not fought for international, but was fought for the local. But the question we have is, that war also in 71 went for 14 days, and this war also went for 14 days. America had huge interest in Armenia-Azerbaijan war, because if USA had supported Armenia, the large number of Armenian-backed votes would have gone to USA, and still the administration kept a balance. The brokerage was done by a third party who is not known for any religious inclinations, but had political relations with both warring nations. The question we are raising is, 71 war was brokered for peace on 14th day, but because India won that war. The Azerbaijan-Armenian war was also brokered for peace, but both were still in balance. What is this 14 days which the superpowers, whether Russia or America, because both were involved in Indian war also, Indian Peninsula War, which was India, Pakistan for Bangladesh, and both were involved in this Armenia-Azerbaijan war, where Armenia, Azerbaijan and Azer, that third state with Armenian majority. Why did the superpowers allow these wars to go to the 14th day? I was part of the Indian 14 days war, and I remember when we used to discuss the war issue, the message we got it, Enterprise, the sixth fleet, I think, of USA was waiting outside the Bay of Bengal, and they wanted us to finish the war quickly. Was it that Russia or America or anyone who was brokering was also waiting on the borders for 14th day to arrive for the war to stop? What happens to the civilians in 71 and in 2020? They died, they were butchered, they were raped, murdered, moved away from houses. Who is responsible for that? Question we are raising is, if superpowers knew the war is starting, why have they been waiting for this? And this question we had raised in our initial discussion on war and commercialization, and we are raising again. The vested interest of the superpowers can be of primary importance than the concerns of the warring nations. Therefore, all those who are developing, not yet superpowers, should remember that no superpower is going to come forward to save your war unless you are strong enough and conclude it like India did it in 1971, right? Or maybe Azerbaijan was at the brink of doing it, or whatever is the reason, but superpowers seem to be watching the plight of the people and waiting for some opportune moment to gain weight out of it. 71 we do not recall what was the gain for either Russia or for USA, but in this particular time both President of America is fighting for election and could have gained by showing to Armenians that he is with them, and President of Russia is being nominated for the World Peace Nobel Prize, and he could be waiting to win a point so that he could be seen as a world peacemaker. These questions we are leaving for the people to think, that are the superpowers there for the world or they are for themselves. Please think about it before you take the next step in any future war. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.